Sustainable feedstock realizing the potential of carbon negative biofuels. Sustainable energy. Energy is suitable if it meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Most definitions of sustainable energy include consideration of environmental aspects such as greenhouse gas emissions and social and economic aspects such as energy poverty. Renewable energy sources such as wind, hydroelectric power, solar, and geothermal energy are generally far more sustainable than fossil fuel sources. However, some renewable energy products, such as the clearing of forests to produce biofuels, can cause severe environmental damage. The role of non renewable energy sources in sustainable energy has been controversial. Nuclear power is a low carbon source whose historic mortality rates are comparable to wind and solar, but its sustainability has been debated because of concerns about radioactive waste, nuclear proliferation, and accidents. Switching from coal to natural gas has environmental benefits, including a lower climate impact, but may lead to a delay in switching to more sustainable options. Carbon capture and storage can be built into power plants to remove the carbon dioxide CO2 emissions, but is expensive and has seldom been implemented. These are some sustainable forms of energy. Biofuels. Biofuels is a fuel that is produced through contemporary processes from biomass rather than by the very slow geological process involved in the formation of fossil fuels, such as oil. Since biomass technically can be used as a fuel directly, example woodlogs, some people use the terms biomass and biofuel interchangeably more often than not. However, the word biomass simply denotes the biological raw matter the fuel is made of, or some form of thermally chemically altered solid end product like 25 pellets or briquettes. Common types of biofuels: bioethanol and biodiesels. Bioethanol is an alcohol made by fermentation, mostly from carbohydrates producing in sugar or starch crops such as corn, sugarcane, or sweet sorghum. Cellulosic biomass derived from non-food sources such as trees and grasses is also being developed as a feedstock for ethanol production. Ethanol can be used as a fuel for vehicles in its pure form, but it is usually used as a gasoline additive to increase octane and improve vehicle emission. Bioethanol is widely used in the United States and in Brazil. Carbon negative biofuels. Carbon negative RNG is produced when carbon emissions are captured from dairies and turned into transportation fuels. The Californian Air Resources Board gives these carbon negative RNG products a weighted average carbon intensity score of 317 compared to 100 for diesel and 19 for electric batteries. Carbon negative. This means removing CO2 from the atmosphere or sequestering more CO2 than is emitted. This might include a bioenergy process with carbon capture and storage, low emission generating greenhouse gases at a lower rate than business as usual. What are carbon negative fuels? The term carbon negative fuels is a bit of a misnomer. A more appropriate term would be carbon dioxide equivalent negative. This means the greenhouse gases generated by its use are less than the GHG removed by its process when calculated on a carbon dioxide equivalent basis. For this to happen, the carbon negative fuel must come from feedstock that is currently contributing to climate change. Carbon neutral fuels is a fuel which produces no net green gas emission or carbon footprint. In practice, this usually means fuels that are made using carbon dioxide CO2 as feedstock. The carbon dioxide used to make synthetic fuels may be directly captured from the air, recycled from power plant flue exhaust gas, or derived from the carbonic acid in seawater. Common examples of synthetic fuels include hydrogen, ammonia, and methane. Although more complex hydrocarbons such as gasoline and jet fuels have also been successfully synthesized artificially. In addition to being carbon neutral, such renewable fuels can alleviate the cost and dependency issues of imported fossil fuels without requiring either electrification of the vehicle fleet or conversion to hydrogen or other fuels, enabling continued compatible and affordable vehicles. In order to truly carbon neutral, any energy required for the process must be itself be carbon neutral or emission free like renewable or nuclear sources. Conclusion: efficient fuel biomass is made from renewable resources and relevant less flammable compared to fossil diesel. cost benefit, durability of vehicles engine, easy to source, renewable, reduce greenhouse gases, economic security, reduce dependence on foreign fuel. Thank you.